Thanks for coming round. We'll make you laugh before you go. Welcome to the Mermen. Welcome to the show.
All right. Well, you know what means I'm ready.
How was that?
I missed that.
Is that a song?
I'm trying to come up with, I want people to know that it's me. So it's not, I don't know if you could call it a song, but I think I should have like a distinct, like 3 blows, like burp. Like that way, if we were ever somewhere and you needed to know if I was all right or you were searching for me and you heard like 3 cocktail blows, you would be like, that's Dave.
Yeah. Well, I think they know it's you.
First quarter.
How long do you think you could last on an island, a deserted island?
It depends what's on the island. Is there fresh water?
Well, I don't know.
Well, these are things I need to know. Are there trees? Can I fashion like a spear?
It's a big island.
If there's fresh water, a long time. Because I can catch stuff. I can cook stuff. I can start a fire.
But most places that there's islands, you could catch rain.
Yeah, I know, but it's better if there's fresh water source. Because trying to catch rain on an island is going to be a losing proposition over time. Plus, what are you going to catch it with? Like, that's what I'm saying. Did I shipwreck? Do I have materials where I can use something to catch rain? Or, like, because there's no trees, I don't have leaves to catch the rain.
So you think you could, you think you could be successful if you have all the tools set up for you for it to be easy?
Yeah, if it's an island that's like, a square mile and it's
yeah,
just,
it's a not populated
sand,
island.
If it's just sand and there's nothing on it, I'm gonna die.
You don't think you could survive on a sandbar?
A sandbar with nothing on it, I'm gonna die. Yes, that's a deserted island still. So yes, it matters.
Do you think your allergies would get you?
Probably. I just took a pill right as you were blowing the horn. I just took a Claritin.
I feel like I have like some allergies going on too, man. Like
I think maybe I have asthma. I don't know. I just can't breathe lately.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I might be allergic to my house.
It's when I come home from trips.
Yeah. Me too. I
think it's dog. Oh, I'm allergic to dogs.
Oh, and you have a dog. That's smart.
I'm allergic to cats too. Every pet I've always had, I've been allergic to.
Oh.
I'm allergic to dogs and cats.
Well, you really leaned into that cat thing because you've had like 16 cats at some points in your life.
But it's like, if it's not aired out the house, I'm allergic to dust, so I gotta like air it out. Like, so the dust and dander, and I need to get one of those Dyson things or just an air filter. Like,
The Tyson turkeys?
a HEPA, a Dyson.
Oh, Dyson.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I need to get a turkey.
Sorry, I got Thanksgiving on the brain,
roll
bro.
around in the dust. Well, we missed Thanksgiving. We took a week off,
We did.
but it's still not Thanksgiving.
Spoiler alert, we're recording this before Thanksgiving.
We took it off.
Yeah, I was sick for like a month or so. Like, but not sick. It was just like I couldn't breathe, that kind of thing, and had a cough. And then
No, mine comes and goes when I come home from the road, though.
yeah, I went on the road for 2 weeks and I was totally fine. I was in a blizzard in North Dakota and I was totally healthy and fine. And then I come home, today is my second day home, and I like sound like this.
I'll tell you what it is, those liberals in California, thanks to Governor Gavin Newsom.
Yep, dust bunnies everywhere.
Yeah, your tax money.
It's all the snowflakes going into your nose.
It's the homeless. You're allergic to homeless.
Something, man. Well,
There's a lot of homeless out there. They got the dander. You get back into California, and then you get the homeless dander,
so how do you think your Thanksgiving went?
Okay. I was supposed to go to Atlanta with my fam, and the Shaw clan, visit them. But now I'm going to Asia with Jim, right after Thanksgiving, so I had to cancel that trip. So I'll be at Jim Jeffries' house for Thanksgiving, and I think he's getting traditional Thanksgiving this year. In the years past, I've gone to his house, and it's all foreigners. It's like, you chewing something?
Yeah.
You're trying to do that discreetly. There's a microphone right in front of you. You're trying to do it like, if I do this quietly.
I don't know if you know me very well, but I don't do much discreetly. Hey, buddy, chill out with that ice.
So at his house will be like Australian, Canadians, British people and stuff. None of them know how to do Thanksgiving. But this year I think they're trying to do a traditional one. So it's still nice. It's just nice to be around. You got to be with a group of people.
Are you going to tell them the story of the Santa Maria and the Pinta?
I don't know the story. I just know we murdered Indians. That's the ones I know. Said, get over here. I got to see if this knife is sharpened.
Once there was a pilgrim named Dances with Wolves.
Okay. But yeah, so next year, hopefully I'll go to see the Shaw Clan in Atlanta because I don't know most of them. I saw them when I was a kid, most of them. Some of my cousins I've reconnected with them. I saw some in Florida.
I was going to ask you. I was like, I didn't know you had family.
I didn't. Okay. But the Shaw side of my family, as you know, was not talking to my dad. He wasn't in contact with me, I should say.
Yeah.
Until about 3 years ago, I reached out to him, and now have some sort of relationship. But that side of my family, my cousin John, who's a little bit older than me, he is the lead percussionist in the Florida Orchestra.
Oh,
he's a talented musician. Yes.
Okay. Can he play the conch shell?
I'm sure he can.
Runs in the family.
He plays in an orchestra. I sat behind him one time at a rehearsal of the orchestra, and when you're a percussionist in an orchestra, there was like a million instruments. They were playing like different types of drums, but they're also playing like xylophones and timpanis and different. But then they'd pick up like a thing that looked like a brake drum, and then something else and a triangle. Like there's a million different instruments. He's knows what he's doing.
One time I was on
a conch shell. Yes.
One time I was on the Bob and Tom show, and the guy who was in studio with me was a one-man band.
Yeah.
And he had like a bass drum and a trumpet and a harmonica and like 17 instruments all strapped to him at the same time.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I go, where do you buy something like that? And he goes, oh, I made this.
Yeah.
I was like, that's impressive.
You were on during Sweeps Week.
Yeah.
It was hard to Williamson in a one-man band.
It was hard to follow. I'll tell you that.
When I started doing comedy, he reached out to me on Facebook and said, hey, I think I might be your cousin. Because, he wasn't sure. He was looking at me and goes, last time I saw you, I would have been 6, and I was probably, I guess, like 3 or 4. And I go, oh, shit. And then I went through his Facebook page to see, like, is this guy a dick?
Yeah.
But we had like similar interests, and I was like, oh, he's a musician. And then we connected. He lives in Tampa, St. Pete. And then through him, I met like a bunch of my other cousins again, and so became friends with them, reconnected. Not friends, but like reconnected with them. We were family. And so so that happened. And now one of my cousins works for Coca-Cola. He lives in Atlanta, and so they go to his house every Thanksgiving.
Big money.
I think he does okay. Yeah, he's got a big house, and they do a big Thanksgiving there each year. And so I was supposed to go to that, but next year, I'm FaceTiming in.
Oh, okay.
Year. Hi.
Hey, I'm your cousin you never met before.
I did it last year. It was awkward. It was like an intervention. That's what I said, because everybody was gathered around like, this is Forrest. Hey, I'm an alcoholic.
You're like, hey, guys, I haven't finished going through all your Facebook profiles to make sure you're not dicks.
No. I've talked to all of them on, like, well, now I have, yeah.
How would you have found out he's a dick if he just, like, wrote, like, just got done pushing over some 4th graders?
No, it was more like if I scrolled down and he had like an AR-15, he was like, my country, don't tread on me or something.
Well,
I would have been like, well, hey, buddy, good seeing you. Yeah, I would have been like,
a lot of people in the state of Georgia would say that that's kind of cool.
This cousin was in Florida, but same difference. But yeah, I'm whatever. I doesn't mean I would want to go hang out with him if he was like, you can have this gun, you probably I'm a dead cold, whatever.
Fingers.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, dude, that's your prerogative, but I'm not down.
So around the same time you were reconnecting with your dad and meeting your family, I met some long lost relatives as well. I remember having this conversation with you.
Yeah.
So I met my half brother or sister from my biological father's side, and they lived in LA, I found out. So I never really...
Liberals. You didn't even have to look at their damn Facebook page. You know what they
Yeah, right away.
They voted for Newsom.
No, you know me.
Newsom.
I'd be like, I don't care if their jerks are cool. I just want to...
Woke state.
I find a way to like everybody.
Yeah, okay.
But we went and had dinner, and they actually were very wonderful people, and we've become close since then. And they're I guess I'm not breaking news, but my half brother, I was in his wedding, and then he's about to have a baby right now.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool.
I was trying to figure out what the breaking news was in there. Being in his wedding.
I just thought, I was like, didn't want this podcast to come out.
Telling tall tales out of school.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, we found some family members, me and Dave.
If you think you're related to me or Forrest, and we're unaware, call 1-800-MERVERT. Oh, no, wait, what is it?
347 Mervert.
347-MERVERT.
Yeah,
that's our phone.
How did we get any calls? We put our phone number out there.
Yeah, we got a few. I think some people chickened out. There's more missed calls than there are voicemails. But
So people called and hung up.
yeah,
Maybe they just wanted to see if it was real or not.
Like they were in high school. They were trying to ask out somebody, and they're like, "Oh, how many picked up?" What is the voicemail? I forget. We recorded it. What does it sound like?
I think it was mostly me
I think
plowing over you.
That's weird.
yeah, it's like you reached your new number, and Forrest says the number. It's like, yeah, they called. They know how to get here.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of that, Dave, somebody wrote a comment in there about something about me interrupting 3 times.
Yeah, you do that sometimes.
You just said you plow over me. I don't feel like in this podcast I interrupt at all. I feel like you're the interrupter on this podcast.
No, I don't think I interrupt. I think that sometimes I take,
Anyways, you want to play
you son of a bitch.
We get into the voicemails now.
No, I just think I was taking the lead. I was being a leader when we were recording I was captaining the ship.
Are we listening to them now?
No,
Yeah, go
let me
ahead.
ask Dave one more question.
Oh,
So
yeah.
You think that you did most of this voicemail?
Yeah,
let's
memory
get to the
serves.
messages.
Memory
Let's
serves.
get to the messages. We're not there.
Second quarter.
This one's a bit of a longer one. So.
Okay, let's see if we know who the person is. I'm assuming we're going to know all these people.
Someone messaged and asked if they could just text it, and I was like, try.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you can.
We don't- You can?
Yeah, if anyone's wondering, you could send text.
You can text to the number as well?
Yeah.
You can text 347 Mervert.
You had a little bit of stage fright. We'll just read it. And that's
Sorry,
all
did I
good.
interrupt you guys?
Yeah, constantly.
Fucking sorry. Sorry, I'm talking.
All right, here we go. This is from a Richard from Australia.
Ooh, good day.
Hey guys, it's Richard from Australia. I just listened to your podcast. It had your new number on, so I thought I'd give you a call and say g'day, love your work. Really enjoying the podcast. You two vibe for each other so well. Hey, Forrest, I've sort of jumped on the Kelly and Jack bandwagon at the moment, trolling you a little bit on the social media about how good the Unsolicited podcast is. Sorry about that. And
Forgiven.
maybe if you think you're talking about merman fetishes, does the fact one of my inbred cousins back in the day used to have sex with chickens count?
Wait,
they got
what?
scars on their legs, sort of like aquatic animals.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I missed that.
Hold on a second.
I
He's have sex with what? A
I have the
chicken?
transcript here. Yeah, he says, so speaking of merman fetishes, does the fact that one of my inbred cousins back in the day used to have sex with chickens, they got scars on their legs. So they're like aquatic animals. Is where we left
First
off.
of all, a chicken is not an aquatic animal. Let's just start with that.
I thought he was saying
Even
that
down under.
I thought he was saying the guy who was having sex with the chicken was getting scars on his leg from the chicken
No,
going.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
No, I think that is what he's saying. So
Are chickens aquatic animals in Australia?
down under.
Chicken of the sea.
First of all, the first thing I want to address is, yeah, I guess Kelly, you know Kelly Zabilski and Jack Hackett, they do a podcast with Tommy Caprio called
Yeah,
Unsolicited.
unsolicited.
And apparently I guess they've been trolling us. That's why they haven't been doing a good job because there's been a couple of comments like, if you like that podcast, you should listen to Unsolicited. I'm like, all right, whatever.
That was like the most polite trolling ever. I was like, oh, that's nice that they're promoting our podcast and theirs at the same
it's
time.
like, there's more to go around.
You
all right?
jerks.
yeah, why you?
We're going to get you back.
But all right, listen to both. We love them.
Yeah.
I don't think you know Tommy, but he's a great guy.
I like
So-
Tommy a lot.
Do you know Tommy?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you would actually like Tommy if you met him. You would like him, but thanks for listening to both podcasts. And was that the end of it? His cousin fucks a chicken. Okay, let's
Still
keep
a little bit
listening.
more.
Yeah.
I took it back a little bit, but
Yeah.
Animals. Happy to go into that more if you want, if you think it's appropriate. But apart from that, keep up the good work. Really enjoying the podcast. And if you want a really good listen, get over to the Unsolicited podcast with Kelly, Jack, and Tommy. Sorry, Forrest, couldn't help myself. When the fuck would come out. All right, have a good time, guys. Thank you very much. Through now.
Thanks, Robert.
I'm furious
Really
Richard.
snuck in that.
that was Richard from Australia.
with your trolling.
Ooh, I think we should lean into this. I think we should. It'd be fun to have a rival podcast.
The unsolicited rascals over there. They have less of a schedule than we do. At least we go almost every week.
Yeah.
I think they go when sort of they can get together. Yeah, burn, zing, moo in their face. I like how he's like, I can go in more detail than that if it's appropriate.
I mean, I think we got it. They fucked the chicken. we don't need a diagram.
Yeah, do they fuck him in the mouth or in the ass? So yeah, if we get some pictures, that'd be great, Richard.
Oh man,
Text us some pictures. Can they text photos? That's a
I
pending
wanted-
response.
I think
wanna
you might
say
want to
no.
walk that back a little bit.
I almost want to say no, just
Nope,
right.
can't do that. No photos.
Luis, we're gonna come in for an episode. Luis's eyes are gonna be stabbed out by a ice pick.
No photos. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Of all the animals available to you in the backcountry, chicken's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
that's not Rocky. They're hard to catch. I guess that's the prize. You catch one, you get to fuck it. You know, like that's the thing.
We got another voicemail an hour later from that one.
From same guy? From Richard?
Well, here we go.
Robert,
Was it Robert or Richard?
Richard.
Hey guys, Richard from Australia again. I'm sorry. My inner fucking breakthrough before. I do seriously love your podcast, love your work. Forrest, I love hearing you have your own voice. I like you on ID Cat, especially love you on this podcast. And Dave, for a guy who's a very amateur barbecuer out here in griller, to use the American terms, I love what you...
That's it.
That's it?
he drove off a
Are
cliff.
you okay, Richard? Call us back.
Richard seems lonely. He called back an hour later.
That was
Hey guys, just want to know if you got my last message. I'm worried about you. You haven't responded yet.
Yeah, guys, you didn't do a podcast Thanksgiving week. We don't have Thanksgiving in Australia, but I knew it's up there. And anyways,
All right. Well, hey, Richard, good on you, mate. Thanks
Yeah,
for being a listener.
you know what? Comment underneath our next clip and let us know you're alive, Richard.
Yep.
Just want to make sure everything's okay and like chicken didn't bite your dick off or something like that.
Can Forrest FaceTime into your cousin's next chicken orgy? That'd be cool.
All right, cool. All right, we got any more?
Yeah, we got a couple more. This is one
Popular.
this is from Chris. Don't know from where, but here we go.
Hey, it's Chris. I was just calling to see if this number really worked. I'll call back with some questions and concerns later. Thanks.
Hey, I'm not even kidding around. I think that's my cousin from Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's my cousin Chris. I got a lot of great stories about Chris.
It might be because he did say it like he was very familiar, like, hey, it's Chris, you know
Yeah.
who it is. Like, what's up, dudes? Anyways. I like how he left a message though too. Like
Yeah, he committed. He committed.
I think that's you said a lot of people like called and hung up, right?
Yeah. That was
I think a lot of people didn't believe it. What does the message say? It's it's basically us saying, hey, leave us a message, right?
Yeah, it's the Mermen.
I'm sure there's a way to
347 Mervert people, it works. It works. Just ask Richard, who may or may not be dead, and Chris, who didn't prepare shit.
Richard
Could just throw a
check.
question out and anything.
Richard checks in every hour.
Hey, it's me again.
Phone's still working, guys.
And we're back. Anyways.
And we got one more here. Not sure who it's from, but here we go.
Hey guys. All right. So, Forrest, you said you won the Powerball. No podcast. I totally respect that, and I would totally probably feel the same way. But also at the same time, podcast, it's like talking shit. Like, you should talk shit, post it, people know you, fucking do it. You're fucked up on coke, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Because it'll be great. Because you're a billionaire, and who gives a fuck what you say? Keep doing the podcast for us. Don't leave fucking Dave alone in El Segundo, even though I've never been there or anywhere close to there, being from Georgia. Just keep doing the podcast for us. You got this. Powerball winner in the future.
All right.
Okay.
Caller.
You know who that is, Dave?
I thought it was my buddy Dustin, but my buddy Dustin's been to my house and doesn't live in Georgia, so we got a real Georgia theme going through this
Man, we
episode.
gotta look at the numbers. And fucking
Yeah.
the South. He was from the South. I could tell he was from the South. I could tell.
You think there's a lot of secret liberals in Georgia? we tend to skew that
What do you
way.
mean? You had your MAGA hat on last time.
I did. You this time.
Is it?
Well, it's a red hat, says an with an M on it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking make America great again. I think he was inebriated. Like,
We can all agree on that. That was a drunk dude.
or high.
That dude's going to be listening to this episode and then go, did I call in?
Is that me? He didn't leave his name. Leave your name, guys. Like, leave your handle. We gave some followers. Not a lot. Probably none, to be honest with you. But just leave it anyway.
Third quarter.
Didn't we do on one of the episodes, didn't we do like how to figure out your merman name?
We didn't, but if you say "didn't we do,"
Didn't
one
we
more
do?
time, somebody a mermaid shows up in the mirror. And didn't we do?
I thought you
By the
said
way,
that you found that when you went down the rabbit hole of the merman, the merman fetish stuff.
I don't remember that. No. By the way, I'm not gonna win Powerball ever. No one's gonna win. It's But I saw Luca Palanca. He's like a comedian.
Oh yeah, it's Tammy
Pescatelli's husband.
Yeah,
I think they're still yeah.
yeah.
He I guess he's into conspiracy or something because he thought. Remember that Powerball was like late coming out because there was Minnesota. There was like some problem.
Okay.
He went on a whole rant on Facebook about like funny how it was late coming out and then the winner was in California.
Oh, they just figured out how to rig everything.
But it's impossible to win the fucking Powerball. I'm probably not gonna ever win it. So I'll keep doing the podcast. Don't worry. I won't leave Dave all alone in El Segundo, which
I just like
too much information, Dave. People know where you live now.
That dude definitely got ditched by a friend who came into some money at one point, and he was just like, "Don't do that to Dave.
Yeah.
Dave needs to talk shit with you."
He was the reverse of Goodwill Hunting.
All right, here we go. Merman
that's part
names.
of my day. Is I come there and you come out of your house. If you didn't come out, I'd be sad. I'd run off the cliff with Richard.
From modern to mythical.
Yeah.
A list of our favorite male water names and merman names. So if you are not comfortable leaving your name, you should leave a merman name.
Okay.
You're a little late. But there's got to be something online where like it's like figure out, you like figure out your porn name and it's like your street you grew up on.
So how do you figure it out?
It's just a list of names.
Oh.
Aegeus, Ari, Blue, Douglas, Firth, Havelock.
I did find one where you actually plug in your name. You plug in your name and it tells you, yeah.
Oh, let's do that.
So I just put, and it's first and last name. So I put Forrest Shaw, and he is West Poseidon of the species Neon Tropic Loner.
Yeah, you're the loner.
Wait, that's the whole name?
Yeah.
Wait, which part is my name?
All of that.
I guess West Poseidon is first name, and then of the species, Neon Tropic Loner.
Okay, that makes sense.
Neon Tropic Loner is definitely your species.
Yeah, but West Poseidon. West Poseidon.
What's up,
West Poseidon? West Poseidon. All right, we gotta get signs. West Poseidon.
Dave
Can
Williams.
you save these? Are you saving these? Oh, wait, we're recording this. Write them down.
How will we ever remember?
Before you forget.
If only there was a record.
Okay. Richard, write this down. You're still alive.
For Dave Williamson, we got Ager Shipwreck of the species Neon Shore Feeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeder.
I like all of that.
Yeah, near shore feeder. Yeah, barbecue.
Yeah. And wait, what was it? Was
Aegon.
I actually didn't realize it gives a description of what you are as a person too.
Oh, let's do this.
So Dave, you are colored like a neon fish with red and blue stripes along your tail that glow and flash in the sunlight. You are often seen darting and dancing near the surface at dusk.
Yeah. That's what I like to dance.
You are friendly and fond of human children.
I mean, you are, but when you put it like that, it's weird.
And you are often seen playing with swimmers in the shallows. You love to eat shellfish, and you hoard seashells to make pretty necklaces.
It's true.
I mean, water polo. They play in the shallows.
Yeah. I think this thing's real.
What, Aegon Shipwreck?
Ager Shipwreck.
Ager
You
Shipwreck.
gotta make signs. Can you back up and do my description?
Yeah, 1 second. I gotta do it all over again.
Then we'll do yours, Louise.
Hey, what's your name, bro? Ager. Did we go to school together? Ager Shipwreck. You don't remember me, bro?
Yeah, I frolic with kids.
Yeah. I love frolicking in the shallows with swimmers.
At dusk. Red and white. I guess Auburn's orange, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Forrest. You are colored like a neon fish with red and blue stripes along your tail. That
Not that, all of them?
that
Like
glowing
that?
flash.
Well, we're just
You're brown like shit from the sewage.
not a lot of choices.
Yeah, first part is the same. You are often seen darting and dancing near the surface at dusk. You have sharp fins on your tail and inner wrists, and if you are attacked, you can use them to exude venom.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You prefer to explore the oceans alone, and you are happiest playing with fish and sea creatures.
And fucking chickens.
That's pretty good though. I like being alone.
Yeah. And you know,
I like sea creatures, manatees, Man. Yeah, stay away. I'm grumpy.
Man, Luis, you should have added. Known for interrupting people.
What a dick.
All right, and Luis Castillo. I am a tall angelfish of the species whale ocean leaper.
Wait, what's your name?
A tall angelfish?
A tall angelfish?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be a tall angelfish?
Angelfish.
Angelfish. Pescado.
You have a black
Wait,
and white
pescado's
tail.
dead, right? What is pez alive? Isn't pescado a dead fish and a pez is alive?
Oh, wow. I never knew.
You're fucking Mexican. Come on.
Because I know both words mean fish, but I've never.
Oh,
I
this
never
is
knew
when
there
you
was a
learn
difference.
Spanish in school. One is like alive and one is dead. I think pez is
Never once heard that.
in the sea, and then
differentiation.
pescado is when you. Okay.
Wow.
Anyways, continue along.
Learning Spanish from Forrest now.
Angelfish.
I have a black and white tail like an orca, and I'm often found swimming with whales. I'm a traveler of the seas and rarely seen close to the shore, instead preferring to explore the deeps of the open ocean. I'm known for my cheerfulness and often found leaping alongside the prows of boats.
I think a lot of that means you like fat chicks.
Yeah. Sounds like you're an alcoholic.
Also
Well, that's
don't know.
fun. Let's screenshot those.
Yeah. We gotta make some signs. Gotta make some signs.
I gotta hunt down all my long lost shipwrecked relatives that I haven't met.
Yeah. Someone make some artwork out there. Let's get on it. Did we ever post that one fan art that Spencer sent in? It's like you caressing me.
Oh.
Caressed.
I posted it on my Instagram.
Yeah. You put it in your feed.
Like
Story, your feed.
Frolic with swimmers. Did I ever tell you the story? I found a message in the bottle one time.
From Sting. From the police.
No. Message in a bottle. No, I was with my parents in the Bahamas, and we're out fishing one day. We're heading back, and I look over, and I see a bottle go by, and I go, Dad, I think there was something in that bottle. Like, I could just like tell it. It looked a little off, right? I go, can we pick it up? And he goes, sure. Circles around, and I grab it. It was a bottle with a cork on it in wax, and there was a paper inside it that was like scrolled up, and it said bottle mail on it. And so,
okay, that's pretty cool.
yeah, we took it back to the marina where we were hanging out.
You didn't open it on the boat?
I had to break the bottle. No, not on the boat. No. We were in an inflatable Zodiac dinghy, so I didn't really want to break the bottle.
Yeah.
So we went back to the dock, and I broke it open, and it had been floating for over 10 years at that point.
What?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. What did it say?
It was
Said,
from...
hey, fuck you. Suck my dick.
It was from, made you look.
I've been on a deserted island.
It was from West Germany, which wasn't even a country anymore by the time I found it.
Yeah, the broke down that wall.
Yep. And it was from a guy named Mr. Eckhart.
West Germany. Where there's there's just that one little strip of shoreline. Huh?
That's where the return address was, anyways.
Oh, did you return it? Okay, keep going. Tell your story. I'm interrupting. What a dick.
I never did.
Yeah.
You know, I was in junior high when I found it, and I was going to get around to writing it said, please send postcard to Mr. Eckhart, blah, 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 West Germany, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the coastline of Germany. There's like Hamburg. It could come. Yeah, there's like
Hamburger. So I put it in a box when Hurricane Andrew.
it didn't say anything in it. Like
it just said if you find this, please return a postcard with location where you found it to, so and so. It was just a guy probably interested to see where it would go, and this thing was floating for 10 years. So I never did. I put it in after Hurricane Andrew destroyed my room. I just put a bunch of shit in boxes, and I just kind of forgot about it. And then I found it. I still have it.
And you still haven't sent it back?
I just like a year or two ago, went online and I posted it, and I was like, "Could someone help me find if this guy is still alive or whatever?" And some people got really into it and started contact. So I found a dude in that little town who says he knows the name, he recognizes that name, and he knows the guy because they were in a what would you call it, like the CB radio club, the ham radio club. Yeah. He was in a ham radio club with that dude. And I go, "Oh, can you give me his contact info?" And he goes, "Just died." And I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, like you just missed him." After 20 years, I sat on this letter.
He lost all hope in humanity because he never got the bottle.
Yeah, he probably was the only thing keeping him alive.
No, it's what killed him.
And then I asked him, does he have any friends or family? He goes like, "Nah, he's all alone."
Yeah, he's put a bunch of bottles out. No one sent anything back.
Yeah.
So what'd you do with the letter?
I still have it.
Just shred it now. Doesn't matter.
Nah, it's cool.
Why are you chewing on something again? Where are you even getting things from? I don't see you put anything in your mouth, and all of a sudden you're crunching something. Are you chewing your teeth? What's happening?
Sand. I like to play with sand. The shallows.
Is that all the messages from 347 Mervert line?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not bad for a first.
I mean, Richard counts as 2, but if he's still alive, I feel like we get one from him next week.
Richard's a real asset.
Well, we had a lot of people hang up, so call in, leave a message. It wasn't that bad. We love for you to leave a message. Text it in. Whoever was that person that wrote to us and said, "Can you text?"
If you've done anything weirder with a chicken, let us know.
Text on in. All right. World Cup has started.
Yeah, Qatar. We should have gone.
Qatar?
Yeah. Qatar.
Okay. I've seen people pronounce it Qatar and Qatar, and I think Qatar is the way you pronounce it, and I just say Qatar, but Qatar.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like...
Well, it's a little confusing. Left that U off there. Qatar.
That's it. Wait, you say a Qatar?
This is my best friend, Qatar Shipwreck.
He frolics with... He didn't frolic with anybody. That country is fucking... not a good place.
Yeah, but look, we know that like there was a lot of scandal around it being there, and people
corruption, you mean, or
yeah, all that. But then for these guys, like 2 days before it's going to start to go, you know what? We're not going to serve beer.
I knew you were going to say the beer thing and not like the freedom of the press has been a big thing.
Yeah, freedom of the beer. It's kind of a big deal.
The LGBT, like, I mean, that whole thing, they're like, this is terrible the way they treat their human rights conditions over there.
So there's a lot of that going. So gay people aren't allowed to go to the.
I mean, just in general, women's rights over there, But Dave, as soon as the beer went out, Dave's like, "This is an atrocity over here. They're not serving beer." The fuck.
It's an outrage.
But the FIFA, did you see the FIFA president?
No. He was like, "Look, guys,
can we play this thing here."
He's like, he was just like, "Look, guys, just
no."
They sell these binoculars you can pour beer into. It's gonna be okay.
Oh no, they're not gonna do shit. They're gonna be like, "Well, the thing's starting, so I guess we're gonna do it." But he came out like to try and like give some speech at the beginning of the beginning of FIFA. There's all this controversy about the World Cup being in Qatar, or Qatar, whatever you want to call it.
Qbert.
And so FIFA's gotten a lot of flack because, number one, it's a country that should never host a World Cup. Besides all the human rights violations and stuff, it just the size of it shouldn't be hosting. But the World Cup's supposed to be in the summer, and so they had to move it to the winter because it's too fucking hot. They had to halt the Premier League. It's not even taking place in the right time. I mean, it's just a shit show. So they obviously gave all this fucking money to FIFA, who's a corrupt organization.
Yeah.
And
hosting the World Cup shouldn't be like a participation thing, like, oh, everyone should be allowed to host it. No, does your infrastructure make sense? Does your geography make sense? Does your weather?
So this is his big speech at the beginning of the World Cup.
Does your love for beer make sense?
Yeah, the president of FIFA. Here we go.
I feel Qatari. Today I feel Arab.
He's saying, today I feel Qatari. Today I feel Arab.
Oh, okay.
Like he's saying, this is the beginning, right? Keeps going. Listen.
Symbolism.
Today I feel African.
Like we're together, all one, right?
Today I feel gay.
Hold on.
Today I feel disabled.
It's like,
Today I feel a migrant worker.
well, easy.
I
buddy.
don't have to defend in any way whatsoever Qatar. They can defend themselves.
Yeah, okay. So that was like him like opening it up like, hey guys, let's bring everyone together here. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Today I feel migrant worker. It's like, I know he's from another country, but
Yeah.
you should workshop that one, buddy. All right? Like, did you feel up a migrant worker? I don't even know what that means. Because, that was the other thing. They were shipping in like workers from other countries, and that some of them were dying building the stadiums. They weren't paying them enough money and shit. And so so that's why he's saying, like, I don't have to defend shit. Like, I don't care that they don't treat gays right. I don't care that they don't treat fucking the workers were dying and they're shit. We're fine, guys. Like, he's trying to, like, basically be like, everything's fine, guys. The World Cup's starting. And that's what will happen, because now the World Cup has started. Everyone's like, and they're rooting for their countries, and there's fucking bazillions and bazillions of dollars going into this. But it's like,
how mad would you be if you were a migrant worker watching the World Cup on TV, and you see one of these superstar athletes flop and grab their ankle, and they're like, my ankle, and then they get up, and then the referee's like not giving them a call, and then they're just whining and complaining, and they're just like, you got to give us calls.
Yeah.
And then this migrant worker's like, I was in the desert building that stadium so that you could have the privilege to be there and play the game you love, and then you're just going to flop and be soft? That's ridiculous. Bartender, give me a beer. Sorry, no beer.
well, no, they're back in their own countries. They were shipping them in. No, you know what he say? He goes, oh, that's funny. You pretended to be injured on that same spot. That's where my buddy Larry fell to his death
he
from
died.
the rafters right there. So, anyway.
Yeah, walk off your sprained ankle there, Ronaldo.
But the U.S. tied Wales. It started off good. Did you watch the game?
You know who likes whales?
Huh?
Luis.
By the way, when this comes out, we'll have already played England, and I think we will be playing Iran during this.
Yeah, it seemed like a missed opportunity. We were up 1-0 the whole game, and then just gave up a dumb penalty shot 6 inches from the goal
to a tiny ass country, but to a really good player. Well, at form, he's older now, but he's still one of the top players in the world. But the guy that scored the goal for the U.S., Weah is his name, Weah. Do you know who he is? Did you ever play FIFA soccer on PlayStation at all?
Not enough to know names.
Oh, his dad, George Weah, played for...
Oh, yeah, I knew his dad was a legendary player.
For Liberia, but now they're the Congo Republic. His dad's president of the country in Africa. His dad was the top soccer player in the world. Made tons of money, but now he's the president of the country. But now I guess he's an American citizen. So now I was like, oh, this no wonder. I was like, who the fuck is that kid? He's good. I was like, oh, yeah, his dad was one of the best soccer players of all time.
Who?
Tim Weah is his name, Weah. He scored the goal for the U.S. and his dad, George Weah. I used to play with him on the video game, his dad, all the time.
You're missing the easy joke here.
Huh?
Who?
Weah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I knew what you were doing. Stop interrupting me. But I think the U.S. team's pretty good. But they we don't give a shit. It's like
since we're recording a little bit earlier, you guys want to have any predictions of scores, and then we'll reference back.
We're gonna get
smacked by England.
We're gonna get fucking whizzoloped.
Yeah, they're gonna shove some fish and chips up our ass
because we tied Wales. We're fucked. If we would,
they're gonna be like, "Hi, Yankees."
What? What accent's that? That's like
that was British.
That's not British.
I couldn't lock it in.
That was kind of Australian.
Yeah. Wait. This is how I get into British one. Hello. There we go. Hello. Hi, Yankees. We're about to shove some fish and chips up your ass with these cleats.
Woo. I'm terrible at impressions and stuff.
It's the allergies, bro.
Worse,
it's the allergies.
You can do it like this. Hey, Yankees, you fucking piece of shit.
No, that's more Scottish.
No, it's not. That's like it's like Cockney. That's like a Cockney British accent. I always think I was fine with that one.
Hello.
Till you interrupted me. Hello, you're doing like this. Hello, governor.
Hello, puppet.
6-0. Hello. Oh, hello. ASMR. We're gonna lose to England.
Here's me holding a message in the bottle that I found in junior high.
Yeah, sweet fucking bod, dude. Why was your hair that color?
I'm wearing a hat.
Oh, I thought you said black hair. I was like, what happened?
No, I'm wearing a hat that's like.
We're gonna lose to
captain's
England. We're gonna probably beat Iran, but if we tie Iran, we're fucked. Because then if Wales beats Iran, then Wales will move on.
Let's get score predictions though. What's the score?
Okay, here, we're sponsored by DraftKings here, aren't we? DraftKings.
USA
for all your gambling needs. Go to DraftKings.
USA loses to England 4-2.
Okay.
We're not gonna score 2 goals. I say it's 2-1. We lose to England, and then we will draw 0-0 with Iran. And
I think we beat Iran 1-0. 1-0.
The Persians. If we beat Iran, then we move on. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Beat. Oh, Ron. It's a good rhyme there.
Have you ever been to like a legit soccer game before?
Yeah. I went to Liverpool against this called Exeter. It's FA Cup. Are you familiar with that is?
No. I mean, my kid watches all the leagues and everything.
So Liverpool plays at Anfield, which is like a legendary stadium in Liverpool's one of the top teams, in the world, but in the Premier League. And the Premier League is the top. You know what the Premier League is, right?
Yeah.
So in England, you have the Premier League, and I think it's not the Championship League. I think is the next league down, or someone will correct me on this shit. Is the next tier down, right? So when you get relegated, that's if you know Ted Lasso. If you watch Ted Lasso, they went to that next league down.
Yeah, it's like if you're in the NFL and you're the worst team in the NFL, they like send you down to college football for a year. Right?
Yeah. So that next league down is filled with teams that are pretty good. Some of them will go back up to the Premier League, and some will say, but they're pretty good. And there's another league below that. I forget what that's called. But the FA Cup in England is all of the leagues, all of the teams get a shot. So it's like the NCAA tournament, basically, where they're like, every team's got a shot. So like Chelsea and Liverpool and Man United will play like these shit kicker teams that just have some fucking bleachers set up on a mud field and shit and whatever. But so this team, Exeter, came to Anfield to play Liverpool. And that's the only reason I got to go is my friend got tickets to that. And those are the games you can kind of get tickets to instead of, Liverpool, Man United, you're not going to get tickets to. So I went to go see that, and they beat him like 7-0. They could have beat him like fucking 16 rip if they wanted to, but I beat him. They've been 7. I got some fish and chips outside the stadium. I went inside. I wore a fucking scarf, and you'll never walk alone. That's the song they sang and shit.
Message in a bottle.
Yeah, buddy. And I saw that, and that was actually it was cool to go to that because that was like a proper in Liverpool fucking event. And then now I root for Liverpool because I went to it. I'm like, well, I'm rooting for this team now. And it's a good, easy team to root for because they're good, except this year they're kind of sucking ass. And
then the fans wear scarves no matter what the weather is. Their team scarves.
It's cold. They play, the Premier League plays. That's why they're taking a break. They play in the winter.
Well, they're going to look really silly wearing their scarves in Qatar. Winter or not, I bet it's hot there.
But in the Premier League, they play like through the winter. And I that's what I was kind of blowing my mind. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it's not a winter sport. It should be, but that's what they do.
I've sat through countless hours of my son playing soccer growing up.
That's legit. I've been to LAFC too.
Yeah, I've been to the Galaxy games are really fun. But I've noticed that no matter what level my son's played at, it seems like there's never a consensus what offsides actually is. Anytime they call offsides, it's like every single parent.
No, there's what? Oh, well, your kids thing, yeah. But in soccer, there's a consensus.
It's like, just everyone's just like, that wasn't offsides. That was definitely onside. Offsides. It's just people yell offsides the whole game. And then
you know what it is, that right?
Something. It's when the ball comes out past the last person. You can't like cherry pick.
Wow, you should write a book.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
It's just the ball can't.
No, the ball.
Past the last line of.
No. You almost have it.
Yeah.
So the defender has to be the closest to the goal. Okay. So
that's why they push the line up sometimes. It's true.
The guy, there can be a person past the defender as long as the ball is in the air. At that point,
I think that's where the gray area is because sometimes
it's not a gray area.
Sometimes the ball's coming, and then the shitty referees that get paid $17.
Let's say there's a guy at midfield, and then there's a striker up here, and the striker is soccer talk, guys.
Yeah,
and the striker is behind the defender, not in front of the goal. But once that ball comes off of his foot, and it's like a pass he's delivering, he can go past the defender and catch the ball and go in. It's not offsides.
Just feels like. Kind of like in football where there's always a argument about...
It's not an argument. I know it's real. I watch some soccer.
Hear me
I'm
out.
not like, yeah.
Hear me out.
We should call Ryan Connor right now. He watches a lot of soccer. He would know immediately. He's.
I'm just saying, it seems like one of those things like holding in the NFL where you're like, that wasn't holding. That was, depending on how you see it.
It's not. If you watch enough soccer,
in
it's
soccer, people are always yelling like, that wasn't offsides. That was onside. Why did you call offsides?
No,
offsides.
But when they show
offsides.
When they show it, you're like, oh yeah, that was offsides or it wasn't. It's pretty distinct.
Well, they don't have the technology to show it in
Yeah, you also. It's
my son's soccer, so it's just a lot of judgment calls. And it seems like they get it wrong more than they get it right. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, anytime I'm upset at my kid's soccer game, I just yell, offsides! And nobody like calls me out.
Even if it's
like,
probably if it's like it just midfield. And it's
yeah, just like offsides.
Okay. Like the play yesterday or the other day when the U.S. scored, that he was onside. The ball was delivered, then he went past the defender. And anyways,
it seems like a lot of times there's an opportunity for something really cool to happen, and then the referees blow it dead.
Yeah. So you're shitting on soccer.
Yeah.
Okay. World Cup fever. You don't have it.
I know. I do. I like watching the games.
You
It's
have
fun.
fever. What's your temperature on World Cup right now? Normal temperature is 98.6.
Oh, I'm a 101.
Oh, you got a fever.
Yeah, got a little bit of a soccer fever.
But you're not going to a hospital fever.
No.
Yeah, but if they get past the next round,
oh, then my fever will rise as we go deeper.
Wear a bunch of flag material,
and that's when I pretend like been a big USA soccer supporter from day one.
Is Alexi Lawless still on the team?
Yeah, this offsides bullshit's crazy.
Landon Donovan?
That's one of my favorite things when someone's at a sports bar and they obviously don't know what they're talking about, but they're passionately the loudest person there, where they're just like, "Oh man, come on. Our thrower is better than your thrower." I'm like, it's a quarterback, bro. Like,
yeah.
When they're just super, you can't, what are we running the ball for? We need to be throwing it. This coach sucks. We need to fire him. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't stand sports fans, but I like sports, but I don't like sports fans.
We in the fourth quarter?
Yep. Fourth quarter.
Well, let me see. I made some notes. Did we forget anything we wanted to talk about today?
We wanted to talk about stuff?
Yeah, we did good. Did we get it all? Yeah.
I'm getting in shape.
Me too.
Yeah, but you were in better shape than me.
I was. Yeah, you look good.
I've been losing some weight. I'm down. Remember I started like 297?
Yeah, where you at?
0.6 or something like that. I'm down to 283.5.
Wow, that's good, dude.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Eating a little better?
Eating better, just drinking water.
Yeah.
A little bit better. I was on the road this last weekend, so, it's tough on the road because, and then I got diverticulitis, so it's like.
Diverticulitis?
Diverticulitis. I've gotten that my whole life.
Is that when you like come up too fast when you're scuba diving?
No. What? You mean the bends?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't even sound like what that
I just heard you say diverticulitis.
No, it's like when my mom had it too. It's like, I think like I don't know if it's genetic, but I think it can, if your parents, so it's like if you eat like corn or nuts or seeds,
get stuck in
you get little outpouchings in your intestines and it can get stuck.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And if you're not like getting enough fiber, like flushing that stuff out. And so as I've been eating better, I've been eating more fiber, but there was a couple days like where I was just on the run, and then like usually I would just, if I'm on the run, I'll just grab some
a handful of corn.
I'll grab like some fast food or something. But in this particular,
I don't got time. Just gotta grab some corn off the cob.
I just grab a can of corn and I just fucking down it, man. No, but I was just eating.
I was gonna get my diverticulitis all flared up.
So I was eating nuts, and then I just had a fucking pain in my lower fucking in my intestine there. And now it's better now, but. When you're on the road, it's so fucking hard to eat. Right? It's so fucking hard because you're just like, there's only so many fucking salads you can eat, and they're not even that available. Why are you laughing?
You know what my jam's been lately?
What?
Canned soup.
How's that a jam? That just sounds sad.
I don't know why I started.
That's not a jam. That's just like
I started buying.
You're jammed up.
I just need like a hot snack every now and then, and I'm trying not to eat like bad stuff. So I got some like Campbell's
from a gas station.
You could buy them from a gas station, yes.
Like what?
But you just you like peel the top off and you just heat it up
in a can.
Well, I don't heat it up in the can with like a lighter or anything. Like I put it in a bowl and I put it in the microwave.
Heat it up 1 spoon at a time. Like
put some Ritz crackers in there and you just have a little bowl of soup and keeps me.
What a jam!
It's my thing.
So you do this on the road when you're on the road with Bert?
I do.
People don't make fun of you?
I do it at home. Well, when I do it at home, my wife makes fun of me pretty aggressively, actually.
Well, you know who has good soup? Pollo Loco.
It's not a place.
What? How long have you lived in L.A.? You've never
Oh,
seen
yeah,
Pollo
all right,
Loco?
I know. Yeah, okay.
It's like Pollo Tropical.
Yeah,
but
it's
instead
like
of
Pollo
being Cuban,
Tropical.
it's Mexican. It's a fucking
Yeah.
chicken place.
I have
It's
seen
like-
that place, yeah.
It's not really Mexican, but they pretend that they're Mexican. Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little mixed up with all the chicken talk today.
You've never seen Pollo Loco. So they
That's
have
a crazy
they have-
chicken.
They have good chicken soup there.
Okay.
It's excellent chicken soup, I would say, because they have actual real chicken there that they cook off the bone.
Love me some chicken soup.
What's your favorite chicken? What's your favorite soup?
Chicken noodle.
Have you ever been to Olive Garden? You can get bottomless soup and salad, $9.99.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, but some of the soups aren't fattening.
And then you put the
You get the
put
bottomless
the breadsticks into the soup.
No, because bottomless salad and soup and breadsticks.
Damn.
But the bread's not. So if you get the salad, you're doing okay.
Are there Olive Gardens in LA?
I'm sure. Why would there not be an Olive Garden?
I haven't seen one in a long time, but then again, I'm not really aware of Pollo Locos.
What? I've never seen a Pollo Loco.
I mean, now that you say it, I kind of can see the logo.
Luis, if you were gonna guess, just a spitball, how many Pollo Locos are in LA? If you're just gonna throw a number out,
I mean, just within a mile, I could think of 3.
3 in a mile. But if you're gonna guess in the county of LA, just the count, not the city, the county of LA. If I was gonna guess, I'd say 60.
Nah, I'd say more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Way more than that.
Brad Pitt, that was like famously, he was like a chicken, like on the side of the road of a Pollo Loco, and he was like, yeah, struggling
Brad
actor.
Pitt was a chicken,
right? Wasn't he a fucking Pollo Loco?
Yeah,
chicken?
he was like the mascot, or like on the side of the street.
But he was
or
a
something,
struggling
right?
actor, yeah.
Yeah.
He probably didn't struggle long, but he struggled for like a week, and they're like, "Wow, you're fucking hot. Get in."
Can you
Why are
imagine?
you in a chicken costume? Get in there.
Can you imagine if Richard's cousins came across Brad Pitt's just like a chicken? That's like jackpot.
Yeah. And then, so they have good soup there. And then if you go to Olive Garden, so that you can get, there's 4 choices. There's always like minestrone, Italian wedding. There's like a kale sausage, which is always like a contradiction right there. You want to eat healthy, but we can throw some sausage in there too. And then there's like a creamy gnocchi one, which isn't even really a soup.
You know what I learned from Brant Tobler? That's kind of a pretty good move.
Brant Tobler.
Yeah.
He's the king of the fucking life hacks, I'm sure. Like, I mean, already getting it all.
Chick-fil-A, get the chicken soup, but then also get some nuggets, and you put the nuggets in the soup. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I don't know. Brant's got some good things going on. That one seems a bit excessive. Fried or grilled?
Fried.
Fried nuggets in a soup?
Yep.
I'm out. For this reason, I'm out.
Well,
I'm shark taking it right now. For this reason, I'm out.
that's 2 Pollo Loco for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Fried? You don't want anything fried in a soup?
It's delicious. I've tried it.
I'm sure it's delicious, but it's the texture. Not put anything fried in a soup.
So you've been exercising too?
Yeah. Doing a little bit. I've been doing a lot more like walking, but then on my bike, I'm doing a lot of biking.
I went biking the other day with my family, and when we were coming
Why
up,
are you saying this like you're a little kid and you're proud of something? Like you just took a shit for the first time.
I am very proud of this.
I went biking. We got a gold star. We're going to get some ice cream.
I think
Did I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
you did.
Okay.
I think you would understand why I'd be proud of this. There's a big hill in El Segundo, and I've lived there for at least 10 years, and we've done a lot of bike rides down to the Strand and back up.
You've never made it up that hill?
I don't think I've ever made it up that hill without stopping and having to like re-go again. It's a big hill, bro.
How weak are your leg? As fat as I am, I can make up that hill first try. I've never
I
tried
don't
it.
think it's my legs as much as my...
Oh, yeah, stop. Come on. Stop breathing.
Sorry.
You're fucking coughing and chewing stuff.
It's just vitamins.
Allergies? Allergies.
I made it up. I on my beach cruiser with no gears, just...
Oh, that beach cruiser.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
No,
Well,
you gotta
one
like...
gear, one gear.
You gotta,
Okay.
You gotta really like
I was
grind your way up
shitting
there.
on you, but on a beach cruiser, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, I thought you had like multiple gears and you can.
I made it all the way up without stopping.
Yeah.
I was proud of myself.
Did anyone else acknowledge this feat in your family, or did it say whatever, Soup King? Why don't you go heat up some fucking chicken noodle, loser?
No, I said, hey guys, I just made it all the way up without stopping. And they were like, Dad, of course you can. You're our role model. We look up to you, and you're so strong always. And sometimes we forget that even you are human. And
So Owen listens to this podcast? Is he still listening to this?
Probably, yeah.
Owen, call 347 Herbert and please refute what your dad just said.
My older son Carter always says that people are washed. So then he thinks about me. There he goes, Dad, you're washed.
What does
I
that
go,
mean?
cool, thanks.
Like you're old, you're too old.
Yeah, like if a quarterback is like.
Oh yeah, like wash. Yeah, I know what the word is. I don't know. We sound fucking old. Edit that out. We're young and hip. Don't want anything coming in here. All right, that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. We got to bank a lot of episodes this week, so we don't want to run out of subjects.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in 374 Mermen. What do you got stuff coming up?
I do. I'm going to go back out on the road with Bert for a few weeks. And then in December, I'm going to be at Side Splitters in Tampa, December 21st, 22nd, 23rd. And I'm headlining the Orlando Improv on December 28th. It's a Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You don't know that.
No. It's a guarantee.
Okay, we'll see. Get back to us. I'm going to, I've got shows around town. You in town, bro? Come out, bro.
This Tuesday, Forrest will be at the Pollo Loco off of Sawtell.
Go to forshot.net. I'm going to be on tour with Jim in Asia. If you're at any of their shows, come say hi. Say you're listening to the Mermen podcast and not the Unsolicited. Fuck that podcast, bro. Fuck it. You're angering us. And then I have my own shows in Asia too. I don't know if anyone is listening to us in Asia, but if you are, on the 21st, I'll be in Singapore at Comedy Masala. So go to check that out. It's on my website. And on December, that's December 21st. And December 9th, I'm at the Comedy Club Bangkok with JJ Whitehead. I'm going to headline that the night before I do a show with Jim. I say it like that because I've done the club before, and it should be the Bangkok Comedy Club, but it's Comedy Club Bangkok. And I'm just giving them a pass because it's in another country, but it's wrong, guys. But that's where it is. It's Bangkok. It's Comedy Club Bangkok.
Today I am comedian. Today I am podcaster.
I don't think anyone.
Today I am gay.
What are our ratings? What are our ratings in Thailand? Do we have anybody listening?
We are not on the charts, but
What about Singapore?
no, I can see if anyone's listening there.
Come on, guys, do it up.
Hey, do you hear the cat bowl in your earphones?
No, I do, but I just wanted you to know. Yeah, why?
I think I've been hearing it the whole episode, and I just now realized what it was.
What do you think it was? I was urinating under the table.
I don't know. I just, guys, if you hear some water running, it's Luis's super unnecessary cat bowl that filters out like a fountain. It's not Forrest urinating under the table.
Why is it unnecessary? Cats like running water. That's why he has it. They drink but more.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry that in your soundproof studio that I just heard something. I was curious what it was.
I can hear you walking up from a mile away before you got her.
Hey, you want a cough drop?
All right, bye.
See ya.
For they are the mermen.